Now we'll understand why societies and citizens need policy, law, and regulation at all. Let's begin by thinking of a football match with no referee and no rules. Players could grab the ball however they want, push each other, cheat, change how scores are tallied or matches are won. This would lead to total chaos, right? Life in today's societies would also be similarly chaotic without policies, laws, and regulations. PL&R exist to make society function fairly. They are put in place to protect citizens by making life safer, more affordable, and more fair for all. Control access to and use of shared resources. And most importantly, avoid chaos. Who is who? Understanding actors. If we think of society as a football league, then the governments would be bodies like FIFA. They write the rule book that everyone plays by. Regulators are like referees. They enforce the rules and ensure fairness. And the players? That's us. Citizens, businesses, schools. We participate by agreeing to follow the rules. Most importantly, we can also push for better rules. Who can make and change the rules? Governments lead the charge here in making rules, but they should never do so alone. Their job is to lead a team effort. This means that individuals, communities, movements, and international organizations can all propose changes. Understanding this system empowers all of us, because it shows that policies, laws, and regulations are not distant or abstract. Rather, they can be influenced. Changing perceptions. Many people think of policies, laws, and regulations as restrictions, or as a long list of rules limiting freedom. But under good governance, they are all in dialogue, a collaboration between citizens and decision-makers, towards the shared goal of creating a society that is safe, fair, affordable, and equitable. PL&R in Yconic themes. Now, let's connect this to Yconic's 4 themes: climate change, energy transition, digitalization, and social justice. In essence, we can always ask 3 questions. Where did lack of PL&R create problems? Where have effective rules delivered positive change? And what gaps still remain? In climate change, lack of regulation allowed factory runoff to pollute ecosystems. Effective laws around emission reduction and rehabilitation forced factories to clean up their act. But many ecosystems still remain damaged from activities undertaken decades ago. So, the work is ongoing. Under energy transition, we see that through the last 200 years, heavy fossil fuel use increased greenhouse gas emissions that caused climate change. To address these, new policies promoting renewable energy and efficiency have recently been introduced to reduce emissions. Yet digital technologies and growing energy demand from data centers create new pressures and emissions. So, this transition is also still evolving. In digitalization, we saw that without safeguards and lack of policies, personal user data was collected without consent. But now, data protection laws such as GDPR protect personal information. That said, misinformation and online manipulation remain major risks. So, regulations must keep adapting. With social justice, in the absence of policies, laws, and regulations, many groups of people have historically been excluded from decision-making. But today, anti-discrimination frameworks and regulations promote equal rights and opportunities. Yet enforcement gaps remain between these written instructions and lived reality, meaning that justice requires constant attention. All these examples show that policies, laws, and regulations are not abstract concepts. Rather, they shape how societies respond to problems, influence how transitions happen, and determine whether change is fair. Understanding PL&R means understanding how systems work and how we can help shape them. Because without rules, there would be chaos in the society. And with rules, we can work towards fairness, balance, and progress.
Follow Yconic on YouTube for more videos about the 4 forces shaping our future.